Just another day in Houston. Just another Sunday, chilling, really thinking to myself, asking myself all sorts of questions. And I really come to find out when I started comparing myself to the rest of the people out here, that at the end of the day, it's really the struggle that made me different from everyone. You see, everyone has a different type of struggle. And at the end of the day, it's a struggle in the making. It either turns you to a boss, or it makes you get lost in life. But a nigga like me, time and time again, I took the pressure, I took the risk. And even though it hasn't paid off, I still in here. I still thought about ways to make it happen. I never bitched out. I never took an L as a fucking loss. I took an L as a fucking lesson. You see, I know these lessons are gonna be my blessings. And time and time again, I'm really starting to see that. Time and time again, I'm really starting to see that, for real, for real. Because I noticed that most people they get put in my position. Like me, I've been training my market for 4 fucking years. And I still have to even bank up off that shit. And I noticed that if people really want to be in the markets for that long, I know damn well they wouldn't last. Hell no. For me, I noticed that I'm meant to prevail. I'm just real like that. And this that real spell only the real could fucking feel. Because at the end of the day, it's all about seeing the greater picture. And notice that most people just really don't see the greater picture. They don't even have a vision in their head by the time they're 50. Like they don't even see themselves where they're gonna be at by the time they're 50. Me on the other hand, I already know where I want to be at 50. So when you think that ahead, you start to realize the type of moves that you gotta make while you're young to make that a possibility for real, for real. And at the end of the day, I notice that most people are just caught up in a day-to-day struggle. Now realizing that the struggle is the fucking making. The struggle, we stuck in the motherfucking mud. So we set up to grow money trees. We set up to make something happen. Especially if you live in the fucking nation, in the motherfucking US. If you live in the motherfucking US, there's so much opportunity out there, but most people don't seize the opportunity because they can't see the opportunity. And shit, that's crazy to me. Because time and time again, I started to realize the more opportunity that there is out here for us to capitalize on. And I noticed the best way to make money nowadays is to make a name out of yourself. When you see it, most people ain't adding value to people's lives. Most people are just distracting and taking away people's time. It ain't about that. It really ain't about that. It's the era of the fucking ghetto. It's 2025. It's the era of the motherfucking ghetto. You already know how I'm coming. You already know the ways I'm trying to say. And at the end, it's how far you're willing to push yourself. Because with all this pressure, with all this risk taking, you gotta be to the neck with it. Every motherfucking day, you can't let up. You gotta really prove to yourself that you deserve this shit. And you gotta have a greater purpose than yourself for you to even push every motherfucking day. Cause me, I just don't do it for myself. I don't want to get hella rich just for myself. When I get rich, I want to give it back. Cause I notice most people are just stuck in the rut. And I notice the best way to give back is with game, with knowledge. You see, at the end of the day, my kids, all they really need is to apply the knowledge, the game that I passed down. And they'll be set for life. And that's all you really need at the end of the fucking day. You can have all these motherfucking millions, but if you can't stay mentally stable, you will lose all those millions. And everyone came up different. Everyone really did come up different. And when you're from the motherfucking Bay and you come out here, and you notice how great life is in the motherfucking Bay, and you notice the life out here in Houston is hella dull. Shit. It makes you feel alienated in any type of work environment, for real, for real. Because they just don't see how life could really be. Honestly, like, I'm out here in Houston, and you really think I like it out here? came out here to Houston, and if you were to tell me if I like it compared to the Bay, hell no. But you see, I came out here to make moves. And at the end of the day, the Bay Area is home. That's the fuck where I was raised. And if you were to tell people out here if they were thinking about moving out the city, most of them will say no because it's home to them. And at the same time, I don't know damn well it's because they don't even know how to go about moving to a nicer city. I'm not getting it because obviously their families over here and shit. And at the end of the day, it's up to you to get out of your comfort zone and push for more. You see, Pops, he's from Guerrero. He's from the fucking gutters. People out there killed for money. And they don't even, out there people are just fucking crazy that they will even kill within family members, bro. Out there people, brothers be killing brothers. And it's all that, and they do all that because of fucking poverty. Poverty got them stuck in that type of mindset. But you see, Pops, he thought greater than the circumstances. He knew what he wanted out of life. He knew he deserved more. So we came out here to the nation. And now we're way better off than we would have ever been when we stayed out there in Mexico. So when I ask people if they were ever thinking about moving to a better city, somewhere like the motherfucking Bay, and they say no, I know the main reason why is because they wouldn't know how to go about it. They always just see it as being too expensive. But at the end of the day, if you're just saying that, it's only because you're too complacent. Me, I already know what I want out of life, and I know how I'm gonna go about it, and I know how I'm gonna fucking get it. And every fucking day, I'm gonna push myself to the fucking limit so I could reach my true potential. You see, when you know what you want out of life, the main question to really ask yourself is, how will the fuck that person move? How the fuck would that person move? How would he talk? How would he walk? What would go on through his head on a day-to-day basis? Like, imagine the person you would have to become if you were to become a motherfucking president. Imagine the person you would really have to become for you to really even reach that type of potential. And that's when you start to realize that most people are just sleepwalking. And most people just move with such intention. I swear to God, the world would have been a way better place. And most people would have been getting to it. There wouldn't even been too many distractions for real, on the internet. It mostly would have been about productivity and networking. But nah, the internet set up a certain way, and it's meant for people to just consume instead of produce. But at the end of the day, it's up to you to think better than your circumstances. It's up to you to get off your motherfucking ass and apply what you fucking know. Because you can have so much motherfucking knowledge in your head, but if you ain't applying it every motherfucking day and pushing yourself to the limit, all that shit just goes out the window. And I started to realize too that most people just won't get it because it's really the struggle and the fucking making. The struggle made me the way I am today. What I done seen changed my perspective in life. And I could never unsee that shit. And I could never settle for less. So when I started thinking about the moves that I want to make, I started to see how I want to come out the world. You see, I started to notice that I'm not here to fit in the crowd because I'm meant to move crowds. And at the end of the motherfucking day, I started to ask myself, who the fuck would I have to become to make that shit happen? If he wanted to become a billionaire, what would he have to do? How the fuck would you move? What type of new ideas will come into your head that you will finally start to act upon? What risk will you start taking? What pressure will you start to put on? And when you start to ask yourself these types of motherfucking questions, and you really start applying with it, my God, it's only in due time that we will fucking shine. But most people come across this video and they wouldn't get to it. Man, that's what some motherfuckers say. But at the end of the day, if you want more out of life, go take it. For real. I want more out of fucking life, and what do you think I'm doing? And see, there's really just a motherfucking beginning. There's really just a beginning. I'm only 20. You already know how I'm coming out the motherfucking world. And there ain't no stopping what I'm trying to do with it. There ain't no stopping this motherfucking movement. Like Nipsey said, it's a motherfucking marathon. And I got a long motherfucking way to go. But hey, you already know how we pushing, you already know how we coming. It's the era of the motherfucking ghetto. It's 2025. It's time to really make things happen. When you have in your fucking head, you got plan in your motherfucking head, put it into action. The time is motherfucking now. The time is motherfucking now. So hey, be aware, stay sharp and locked in.